The main reason why a lot of people are waking up in the middle of the night, especially at 3 o'clock, is because of Have you ever wondered why you're waking up at 3 o'clock on the dot? This might be a sign from your body. I'm gonna teach you exactly what to do to mitigate this and how to get the best sleep of your life.
Hey guys, my name is Michelle,
Anita, Sarah, Leah, Peyton,
Talia,
Jazz,
Marquita.
I'm a physique.
Product.
Period. You love to see.
You already know what this is. It is Trehunna from Physique. Now, there's a notion out there that states that when people wake up at 3 o'clock on the dot or somewhere in between 3 o'clock to 4 a.m., there's something sinister attached to that. I'm gonna break down to you every single reason why this may be happening to you and what you can do to mitigate this from happening every single night. The main things that causes people to wake up in the middle of the night is gonna be things that's a part of their lifestyle. So for instance, a lot of people like to have something to drink and they have a water bottle right next to them. And at nighttime, they're drinking a little bit more excessively. But because they're drinking a little bit more excessively, during the middle of the night, they have to get up and have a bathroom break. So if you're somebody who is dealing with some form of insulin resistance, or if you're dealing with some underlying pre-diabetes, there's something called polyuria, which basically means that your body's trying to extract all the glucose out of the system and it's trying to pee it out. But if you're somebody who doesn't notice, then you're just thinking,
oh, it's normal for me to wake up in the middle of the night and pee 2 to 3 times out the night.
So what I need you to do is A, stop drinking so much fluid after 8 to 9 o'clock. Allow your body to process the liquids that you already consumed. And if you're noticing that you're just somebody who is dehydrated in the middle of the night, it's safe to say you need to stop drinking distilled and spring water. Start switching over to more alkaline or alkalized water. Believe it or not, your body doesn't need water. Your body doesn't need fluid. Your body needs electrolyte-rich fluid. It needs magnesium, potassium, chloride, phosphate, calcium, everything. Make sure you are actually drinking the type of fluid that your body needs. That way your cells are actually getting hydrated, which means what? You require less water. All right. Now, another thing that a lot of people do that people do not consider is a lot of people like to snack in the middle of the night because they're watching their favorite show or you just have dinner very, very late. A lot of my clients are night owls and they say,
okay, just to keep me up and to keep me going, I decided to have a little snack.
That is messing up your hormones because at the end of the day, your body is running off a circadian rhythm. When you are trying to go to sleep, your body wants to shut down its digestive system too. But guess what? Because you're actually eating, now instead of your body focusing on producing melatonin and the things that's going to help you go to sleep, your body now has to break down the food that you just gave it an hour or two. So the best tip that I give to all my clients is make sure you have your last meal 3 hours before bedtime. Do not be the person that's telling themselves that I'm not going to have this ice cream, I'm not going to have this ice cream, and you know you had the ice cream around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock every single day. So instead, plan accordingly and have that same ice cream that you're telling yourself you're not going to have. Just make sure it's low carb and make sure you're having it earlier during the day, right after your dinner. Now your digestive system is going to finish breaking everything down when you're trying to go to sleep and once you touch the bed. Another tip that a lot of people do not take into consideration is their core body temperature raising. So a lot of people is dealing with night sweats. And this is not just for women that's going through menopause. This is happening to a lot of people, but a lot of people do not understand that is actually normal for the body to do. Your body actually is dehydrated in the middle of the night. Hence why a lot of people wakes up needing to drink some water. So make sure you keep some water bedside, but at this time of the day, make sure you sip in the water, just not crushing the water. Your core body temperature is raising because your house or your living quarters is too hot. Make sure at the time that you're ready to go to sleep and you're about to start winding down, what I would love for you to do is set your temperature or your thermostat to 68 to 66 degrees.
Whoa, Trey, that's way too cold. How am I gonna live through it?
Y'all, we were made to do that. And by the way, I don't know if y'all ever watched the show Naked and Afraid, but on this show, these people are naked and they're covering their body up with leaves and they're able to sleep in 40-degree weather. We got a comforter set and we got pillows and they're sleeping on the ground. So if they're able to do it, all you need to do is make sure, hey, just buy a heavier comforter set. But what this is gonna do is you're not gonna naturally wake up in the middle of the night on average because your body only wakes up when there's a disturbance. Let's say there's sirens going out or if a pet jumps on your bed, right? Or if there's a night light that is actively on when you're trying to go to sleep, called a TV. So make sure the TV is off. Make sure your environment is set for you to go to sleep, but also make sure that thermostat is a little bit colder than what you naturally walk around in your house. That way your body knows during this time, I'm ready to actively start prepping for me to go to sleep. Speaking on prepping to go to sleep, do not be taking melatonin. Melatonin, y'all, is something that helps your body get ready for sleep. It doesn't put you to sleep. So when you're taking these melatonin products, especially if they're not regulated, they have a super physiological dose inside this melatonin, which means what? If your body keeps receiving this, your body's gonna start thinking,
Okay, well, we don't need to produce our own.
so now you need to start relying on a form of melatonin opposed to your body just producing its own. So your body starts producing its own melatonin from its pituitary gland around 9 a.m. What do people like to do around 9 a.m.? They're still on TikTok. You're still watching your shows and everything. So you need to start teaching your body to get ready for sleep. And you're going to realize if you're starting to get ready for sleep, which means what? Around 9:30, you turn off every single light that's in your house. At 10 o'clock, you turn off your biggest light, which is your TV. And whatever content that you want to watch it on your phone, but make sure you turn on night shift mode. And make sure the color temperature is 100% up. And make sure you're not scrolling on Instagram or TikTok during the nighttime. Because every single time you do a scroll, your body's gonna naturally produce a little bit of dopamine, which is your reward center. And now your body's gonna want to stay up to see what's next. So there's a reason why people don't fall asleep in the casino. Let's be real. You're getting the casino effect while you're on your phone. So after 10 o'clock, make sure you're just watching some content that you kind of care of, but you're probably gonna fall asleep on it. And if you don't have blackout curtains in your house, make sure you apply some blackout curtains to your bedroom. The main reason why a lot of people are waking up in the middle of the night, especially at 3 o'clock, is because of stress. A lot of people nowadays are dealing with some form of anxiety or some form of depression or some form of PTSD, and your cortisol levels is up. A lot of people are very ambitious with their career. So they are waking up or they're thinking about work when they're trying to go to sleep. And because they're thinking about work when they're trying to go to sleep, they are stressed out. Their mind is still racing. That's why some people say,
Hey, I cannot go to sleep because my mind is racing.
but also some people are saying that when I wake up, my mind is racing. So that means your hormones is imbalanced. And this is going to be more exacerbated if you're a woman that's going through menopause. Because let's be real, if you're going through menopause, that means that your body's not producing its own superpower as much, which is estrogen. Now your estrogen is not coming from your ovaries, it's coming from your adrenals. So that means if your cortisol is up, you're not gonna get as much estrogen. If you're a woman that's in perimenopause or postmenopause, what I would love for you to start taking is methylated B vitamins. You need methylfolate and methylcobalamin. And you can get this from Boom, which is Mary Ruth's. This is one of the best type of multivitamins you can put inside your body. But you also need some form of adrenal support. So one thing I like to tell all my clients is get some DHEA or some Long Jack, which is Tomcat Ali. Definitely grab some magnesium glycinate because a lot of people is deficient in magnesium. And make sure you're adding some great or good fats inside your body. A lot of people nowadays is afraid to have fats because you're thinking fat's gonna get you fat. Fat does not get you fat, ladies. So make sure you're getting more omega-3s or make sure you're eating some avocados. Do not overdo the avocados, but have some avocados. Avocados and cod liver oil is one of the best two fats you can put inside your body. So make sure you grab 2 of these. Make sure you have at least a tablespoon of Carson's cod liver oil every single day, or incorporate a little bit more avocados. Have some DHEA. This is a pro-hormone which is going to convert to that estrogen that your body really needs, especially if you're in menopause. So what I need you to do is, whatever your age is, take a quarter of that in milligrams. So if you're 40 years old, you only need 10 milligrams of DHEA. If you're 60 years old, you only need about 15 milligrams of DHEA. If you're a man, whatever your age is, that amount of milligrams. So if you're 40 years old, you want 40 milligrams. But if you're somebody who is not in menopause, then you just need to balance your hormones. And it's safe to say that during this time, your blood sugar levels is dropping, especially if you're in a fasted state. A lot of people wake up in the middle of the night because their blood sugar levels are too low. So make sure you are now supporting your liver. And the best thing you can do is start taking some choline and inositol. Choline is one of the best things that's going to strip that fat from your liver. And inositol is another thing that's going to actually help you stay asleep when you do decide to go to sleep. Okay? Usually they're paired together. So just get the choline and the inositol capsules you see it in your area. The last tip I can give to you is do not touch the bed until you are actually tired. A lot of people like to work in bed. They're literally perked up in the bed and they're typing away. They're on their phone, answering emails, and some people's actually typing essays and all that stuff. Once you touch your bed, do not do any more work. Your body is a smart machine. Once your body starts associating work with the bed, your body's not gonna allow yourself to go to sleep because you paired it with work. So once you're ready to go to sleep, then you lay down in your bed. Do not bring all that extra stuff in bed. Your bed is supposed to be only for two things. You going to sleep, and honestly, you having sex. So if you're not doing one of the two, make sure you're not doing anything else. Do not just be sitting in your bed watching TV for 3 to 4 hours of the day. The last 3 things I can provide to you is make sure you are moving your body. And make sure you are trying to get some sunlight. At the end of the day, your body is running off a circadian rhythm, which means that once your body is receiving sunlight at one part of the day, then your body now knows, okay, around 16 hours, I should be starting to wind down. So make sure you get some morning sunlight if you can. I'm not talking about while you're riding in your car to work. I'm talking about actually breathe some fresh air and maybe walk outside for 5 minutes one time out the day, even if it's cold outside. Only 5 minutes. And make sure you are moving your body if you can. If you're not moving your body as much, your body is not going to be tired enough for you to go to sleep. So make sure you're just having a healthy, active lifestyle if you can. You want to get to around 6,000 to 8,000 steps a day at least, y'all. If you're getting anything under 4,000 steps, that's pitiful. So make sure you are moving your body if you're able to. Now 2, be mindful with caffeine and be mindful with the alcohol. Caffeine actually has a half-life of 12 hours, which means that if you're having caffeine around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, then it's gonna be in your system until 3 a.m. So make sure you stop the caffeine intake after 3 p.m. Make it a hard stop. Now, when it comes to alcohol, a lot of people knows that for some odd reason, when I drink alcohol, I'm able to go to sleep faster, but you wake up in the middle of the night. Every single time. And the reason being is because it disrupts your sleep cycle. So do not use alcohol as a way for you to go to sleep. That's not its purpose. And if you are somebody who likes to drink alcohol, try to drink it earlier during the day. Yeah, it might sound like some crackhead stuff, drinking at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, but you're not gonna help yourself drinking later during the day and now you're waking up in the middle of the night. That could be the main cause, especially for y'all ladies who like to have a glass of wine before they go to sleep. Taking some GABA, which stands for gamma aminobutyric acid, and start taking glycine. What GABA does, it just naturally shuts your brain off. It is a neurotransmitter. There's excitatory neurotransmitters and there's inhibitory neurotransmitters. But if you're taking GABA, it's gonna start promoting a little bit more of the inhibitory neurotransmitters, which means what? That internal dialogue that's going all throughout the day is gonna naturally shut down or you're gonna blunt it. So try it out. It's really gonna do wonders for you. But the glycine actually helps your body also drop its core body temperature, which is gonna allow your body to induce and promote sleep. So try this combination out at the middle of the night around maybe an hour before you're about to go to sleep and watch how easy it is for you to fall asleep. The very last thing I want you to do, let's say you're still waking up in the middle of the night. Let's say you're still waking up around 3 o'clock. I'm a believer in God. So this is a great time for you to, hey, let's start practicing my relationship with God. So how about you actually pray? Thank Him for the day. Thank Him that you are actually receiving breath during this time and that He gave you another day for you to go through your anointing or what you was appointed for. This is one of the best times for you where you can just focus on your work, focus on your mission on this earth, and focus on building your relationship with Him. Try that out. Every single time you wake up in the middle of the night, God, thank you for doing this for me. Thank you for allowing me to see another day. Thank you for allowing me to actually have a bed to stay in. And thank you that I'm able to actually have a phone where I'm actually able to receive this information. This might be your sign that you just need to build your relationship with God. How about that? All right. And if you are somebody who don't believe in God, I don't know what to tell you. Cool. All right. But everything happens for a reason, ladies. Make sure you are incorporating these tips and let me know if you get better sleep. And that's your reset tip of the day. That's going to be stay snatched all the time. Know it's summertime. Talk to y'all soon.